Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the NECA Toys, the Ultimate Alien Hunter Predator. We're having a look today at the cracked Tusk Predator. From the spin-off of the Kenner Predator figures comes the cracked Tusk Predator, which is, I believe, might have been one of the figures that I actually had growing up. I didn't have many Predator figures from Kenner, but this might have been one that I actually had in my collection. The side of the package also is the indicator that this is the Kenner-inspired line, whereas we have the classic Predator donning the orange-colored mask. On the back section of the packaging, which is also kind of an indicator as well that this is not the regular line of Predator figures, your read-up says the old hunting tribe leader and revered elder, most Yuja of cracked Tusk's age and reputation take a secondary role in society, forfeiting hunting opportunities to rule over a clan. But preferring to stay active, cracked Tusk is more of a field general than a common elder. A survival specialist, he has endured some of the harshest environments, from lava deserts of his home world to the cold, barren conditions of Rim and Fiorina. His exceptional skills and experience have allowed him to train many young Yuja hunters to survive in these same cruel and harsh conditions. Cracked Tusk is also credited as the originator of many of the weapons and technology used by the Lava Predator clan. A legendary hunter and leader, he has a reputation for always fulfilling each mission and bringing his hunting tribe back alive, no matter the circumstances. The other figures available are Cracked Tusk Predator, which we are having a look at today, the Renegade Predator, and Scavenge Predator. This comes to us all from the folks over at NECA Toys. You can go to www.necaonline.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the NECA Toys, the Ultimate Alien Hunter Predator, Cracked Tusk Predator. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Cracked Tusk Predator comes with two notable accessories, one of which being a shooting flying disc. Colored in a really nice silver and this gorgeous gold color, you can really see some fantastic sculpt details on the underside of the disc. Because it is holed the way that it is, there's really only one place, one arm, one hand I should say, that actually allows you to sport the disc, and it's actually this hand right here. The other hand, because it is closed, it's going to be showing, or it's going to be displaying the other piece, the much larger of the two accessories that we will get into in a second. Sometimes these discs aren't the easiest to get on there. You have to kind of get them finagled a little bit, kind of like this. Once you kind of get it on the thumb, you do some adjusting on the other hand, you can get him to hold the disc. But the one thing that, because he does technically have this, and I'll show you guys that in a second, I'm not likely to probably have him displayed with the disc anyways, but I do like that they, of course, always include that. The big accessory, however, is this huge spear, which probably has been used before and included with one of the Predators before. I just can't remember which one. But it also carries over that silver color, which has more of a darker, dingier wash to it, kind of just giving it more an aged look. And it has that same gold treatment. Same similar gold, but again, it looks like it's got that darker wash on it, just to kind of make it a little more weathered. This is probably how I'm going to have the cracked Tusk Predator displayed, is with this massive, and I mean massive, spear. Now the spear obviously gets a little more narrower as you get closer to the top, so that's the easiest place to have him holding it. You don't want to have him holding it here because you really have to stretch the fingers out to get him to properly fit and hold the spear. But that's probably how I'm going to have him displayed, and I'm probably going to have the the arm up, probably like this. It's a good showpiece. Taking the spear and just putting it to the side. I gotta believe on some level, NECA Toys, first of all, loves Predators because they do release a lot of Predator pieces, but second of all, I have to believe that while they do like doing like the traditional movie-inspired characters, I think where they really have a lot of the fun is going and doing these far out there Kenner interpretations of the original Predators toys. I mean, there's really a lot of fun going on with this piece. First things first is the helmet. Not something you would probably see in the movie. I mean, it's again a more wilder. It looks very Mad Max like. It's almost as if you were to take a Morton Joe Now there's that for current reference. Take a Morton Joe and make a Morton Joe into a Predator. That's essentially what you're getting here with Cracked Tusk Predator. The end results, it's such an awesome looking piece. He still has his side plasma caster gun, although he doesn't have the big shoulder pad that you would come to find the cannon sitting on top of. It's more tucked away than anything else. It still moves, but it doesn't have as much of the freedom to move as the other Predators have had. But again, such a fantastic looking piece. Now, at the time that we're having a look at this one, we've of course already had a look at this guy right here as I just dropped some stuff. You can see the difference between the two. And that's one thing I really love about Predator figures from NECA. I mean, if you collect enough of these, there's such a varying difference between the vibrant green color of this one versus the orange color of this one. I mean, it really is a nice stark contrast, but taking essentially very similar components, color swapping it a little bit different, adding a couple of different retools, you can see how you get such a drastic Predator from one to the other. Just move him to the side. Silver also is a nice coloring on here. It's more of a gunmetal silver than just a straight out silver. He's got a little pouch on the side. He's got a much larger cloth piece, and also looks like he's got maybe a secondary disc under there as well. It's a fantastic, fantastic looking piece. It does look like his gauntlet should open by the way it seamed, but it actually doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't actually open up there. The silver, though, works extremely well with this brown and orangey tan color. In the way of the articulation on Cracked Tusk Predator, and actually, you know what, before we do that, I also want to bring your attention to the long cord that's attaching this bladed weapon to the back harness of his back armor here. Again, it's a little bit of a slight tooling from other Predators that we've seen, but by including this, you get such a very different design. So in the way of his articulation, his head still is on a ball joint. You have to be a little careful when you move the head because the tusk at times could bang against this and you could actually pop it off. So be very, very careful with that. The head does move. I mean, I would kill to have that actually remove, which obviously it doesn't, but just love to see what he would actually look like underneath. Ball hinge socket shoulders rotate very easily and not limited at all because he has this cord attached. Still has the hinged elbows, which also rotate the forearm. He has a ball joint, I should say, in the hands. Swivel in the waist. And because he is a newer Predator, he has the hinged legs out, which also hinge forward and back. He has a double bend at the knee. And finally, he has a ball joint foot. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on several occasions, but display stands also are crucial for pieces like this. You know, while the Predators stand really easy actually on their own, it's the inclusion of display stands, as I try to get the spear back into his hand. It's one of those things where if you got a display stand, you could probably get a little more dynamic of a pose than probably what I'm doing right now. But still, the end result is a fantastic looking figure. If I had a hat, which I don't actually have at the moment, I would be tipping it to NECA Toys. If you guys have a chance, this guy is available, should be available actually in most stores. Even though I don't find this guy a lot of times in retail, my comic book store usually stocks a lot of the current Predators, so I'm very lucky in that. But today we're having a look, though, at the NECA Toys, the Predator Cracked Tusk Predator. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. Thanks for watching, as you always do. I'll see you next time.